Alright, we are doing Matthew 18 today. Are you with me? Matthew chapter 18. At the same time came the disciples unto Jesus, saying, Who is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus called the little child unto him, and set him in the midst of them, and said, Verily I say unto you, except you be converted and become as little children, you shall not enter into the kingdom of heaven. Whosoever therefore shall humble himself as this little child, the same is the greatest in the kingdom of heaven. And whoso shall receive one such little child in my name, receiveth me. For whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it will be better for him that a millstone be hanged about his neck, and that he be drowned in the depth of the sea. Woe unto the world because of offences, for it must need be that offences come, but woe to that man by whom the offence cometh. Wherefore, if thy hand or thy foot offend thee, cut them off and cast them from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life heart or mind, rather than having 2 hands or 2 feet to be cast into everlasting fire. If your hand offend thee, pluck it out and cast it from thee. It is better for thee to enter into life with 1 eye, rather than having 2 eyes to be cast into the fire. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones. For I say unto you that in heaven their angels do always behold the face of my Father which is in heaven. For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost. How think you, if a man have 100 sheep, and one of them be gone astray, doeth he not leave the 99 and goeth into the mountain and seeketh that which is gone astray? And if so be that he find it, verily I say unto you, he rejoiceth more of that sheep than of the 99 which went not astray. If so it is not the will of the Father which is in heaven that one of these little ones should perish. Moreover, if your brother shall be trespass against thee, go and tell him his fault before thee, and him alone. If he shall hear thee, thou hast gained thy brother. But if he will not hear thee, then take with thee 1 or 2 more, that is in the mouth of 2 or 3 witnesses, every word may be established. And if he shall neglect to hear them, tell it unto the church for it. For if he neglect to hear the church, let him be unto thee as an hidden man and a publican. Verily I say unto you, whosoever you shall bind on earth, whatsoever you shall bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatsoever you shall loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say unto you that if 2 of you shall agree on earth as touching anything that they shall ask, if it shall be done for them of my Father which is in heaven. For where 2 or 3 are gathered together in my name, here am I in the midst of them. Then came Peter to him and said, Lord, how often shall my brother sin against me, and I forgive him? Till 7 times. Jesus said unto him, I say not unto thee until 70 times, but until 70 times 7. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servant. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him, which owed him 10,000 talents. For as much as he had not paid, his Lord commanded him so, and his wife and his children and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion and loosed him, and forgave him debt. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants which owed him 100 pence, and he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest me. And his fellow servant fell down on his face and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, but went and cast him into the prison till he should pay the debt. So when his fellow servant saw what was done, they were very, very sorry, and came and told unto their Lord what that was done. And then his Lord, after that, he had called him and said unto him, O thou wicked servant, I forgave thee all that debt, because thou deserted me. Shouldest not thou also have had compassion on your fellow servant, even as I have pity on you? And his Lord was wroth and delivered him to the torment of David, till he should pay all that was due unto him. So likewise shall my heavenly Father do also unto me, if you from your heart forgive not everyone his brother their trespasses. We are done with today's reading. See you tomorrow again for the 19th. Have a blessed day.